A to Z all Beyblade QR codes. Yes, you heard it right, guys. We are going to present all the Beyblade QR code whichever released till now from the start of time. A very big thanks to BeybladeFandom.com for helping us with these QR codes. So with that, make sure you like this video, guys, and also subscribe to our channel and comment down below your favorite Beyblade. And with that, let's move on to our Beyblade Bursty App and scan these all QR codes. So our very first Beyblade in front of you is a biased Devolos D6 S Fusional SP. In front of you, you can scan the QR code given in the left corner of this video. With that, moving on to our next, a biased Fafnir F6 Beel Evolution. Well, scan them all. Make sure you scan them all, guys. Well, let me tell you one thing. I have put them in alphabetical order so you can directly reach to the Beyblade just by the name of it. So this one was the Ace Dragon D5, and now let's move on to our Ace Dragon Drake version, guys. This one is more similar to Pro version, we can say about that, and it is really beautiful, man. With that, moving on to our next one. Next one we have here is Air Knight K4, guys. 12 Expand External S Edition. Really beautiful Beyblade, these beautiful strikes, and we get this Beyblade in our Beyblade Burst app, guys. Moving on to our next one, this is the original color version of Air Knight K4, 12 Expand External S Blue. I have written down all the names of these Beyblades one by one. As you can see in front of you, here comes Air Knight K5, 8-Valor H Edition. These are just the recolors of that original one. Moving on to our next one, we have Amaterius A3 Arrow-Angle Anchor Edition, guys. So if you are liking this video till now, getting all these QR codes and everything, just make sure you give us a like for our this amazing effort to show and give you all the Beyblade QR codes. I think this is first on YouTube, maybe this year first on YouTube, I can say about that. So you just need to appreciate our work. Just give it a like and make sure you subscribe to our channel, guys. This one was the Anubius A2, and here comes the Anubius A6 13 Fusional SP. Anubius A6 13 Fusional SP is the full name of this Beyblade. Well, never released in the Takara Tomy version, but you can get it here. You can get it in the game if you don't want to buy it. Well, it is in front of you. Just you need to scan these QR codes and you will get all these Beyblades in your Beyblade Burst app. Moving on to our next one. This one was the Asteroid Zeutron Z3, whatever the name you want to say it. Moving on, next is the B series. First one of the B is Bellar B46 Spiral S Edition. In front of you, guys. Moving on to our next one, Balkesh B3. Well, you know, just recently Takara Tomy launched Roar Balkesh B7, and this is the B3 version, so you must scan it. Moving on to our next one, here comes the Betromoth Cyclops C6 Convert Valor H Edition, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade. I like the gimmick of the special move of this Bey. Moving on to our next one, this is really amazing, man. B7, if I am not saying it wrong, this is really amazing. Linvon. Wow. Moving on to our next one, here comes Berserk Linvon Original Color Edition. Berserk Linvon L7 IQ and Fusional Q Hunter G95 and something like that edition. Moving on to our next one, Betromoth B2 Down Linear Edition, or Liner, whatever you want to say it, you can say it, man. Moving on to our next one, Betromoth B2 Heavy Hold Green Edition, guys. This one is in green color. Well, as you know, Betromoth is released in blue color majorly, but here comes all colors, whatever the Bey, you just need to scan the all colors of the Beyblades and you will get them all in the Beyblade Burst app. Moving on, next, Betromoth B6 Sting Mobilus SP Edition, guys. This one is never released in Takara Tomy. Only way to get this Beyblade is through Hasbro Edition or releases. Here comes Blitz Blizzard X Galileo G4 Hunter S. Oh man, the name was super long. Moving on, next, here comes the Brave Rocktavor R6 Wretches Survival SP Edition. Just scan the QR code and you will get all these beautiful Beyblades in your Beyblade Burst app. This one is the Brave Satom S6 Triple Charge Metal SPM edition, guys. This is just like those, what you can say, SPD emergency. Moving on to the next, here comes Brave Valkyrie. Pretty beautiful Beyblade, 50% strong attack. One of the most popular Beyblades, just you saw it there. Here comes Bushin Ashindra A5 Hurricane Keep H. Well, this is the intro you just saw in the starting of this video. I like this special move, man. Just really amazing. Just take a look at it once again. Here comes the red color one. Boom, boom, boom. Moving on to our next one, here comes Balkesh B5. You can simply scan it, and with that, let's start the C series, C alphabet series. First one, Canox Oval Gyro Edition, guys. Very basic Beyblade. With that, Canox C34 Flow Bearing Red Edition. Pretty shining in color and really amazing. This attack finish is brutal, man. And here comes the original color one, Canox C34 Flow Bearing White. This one is the anime color one actually. So with this attack finish, here comes our next way, Canox C313 Guard Black Edition. Well, black is also beautiful. Black has some royal class, you know. Just if you need these Beyblades, you just need to scan these bays in your Beyblade Burst app. As I am reminding you again and again and again, you just need to scan the QR code given in the left corner below every single Beyblades, and just simply scan that QR code and you will get the beautiful Beyblades in your Beyblade Burst app. Well, this one is the Chozy Valkyrie in front of you. You can also get it. You know what to do. You just need to scan the QR code. Moving on to our next one, guys. Next one here we have is the red color edition of Chozy Valkyrie Zenith Speed Destroy Edition. 50% strong attack, and with that, let's move on to our next one, Cognite C3 Z Meteor Hunter Dash Edition. Just look at this special move, man. He just grinded that Beyblade. Moving on to our next, again comes Cognite C36 Meteor Trance Edition. Okay, it was too early. That timing and blade finish, really amazing. Again, here comes, this one is the gray edition of Cognite C3. If you want all these colors, you know what to do. Just you need to scan that QR code. I had provided them all in this video. So, well, let's talk about this bay. Here comes Command Dragon Vanguard Edition. This one is the best Dragon Beyblade I like in the burst. Moving on to our next. This one is Command Dragon D5 Ignition H Edition. This special move, we get this Beyblade in our Beyblade Burst app, guys. Moving on to our next, here come Command Valkyrie V5. At this time, my Beyblade Burst app just got crashed, so I had restarted it. Well, here comes with the restart, Cosmic Apocalypse A5 Vanguard Coil H Edition. With that, let's move on to our next, Cosmic Kraken K5 Lore Velour H Edition. This Octopus Hunter is really beautiful and brutal at the same time. Moving on to our next, Cosmic Valkyrie V5 Ring H Trick Edition. And with that, let's move on to next, Crystal Drone Giraffe 4 Tower H Edition, guys. Phoenix is showing some good thunders here. Moving on to our next, Kurtz Divolos T618D Zephyr SP Edition, guys. Okay, this one is the simple attack, but still we are going to get this Kurtz Divolos and whatever the name of the base. Moving on to our next, Kurtz Satom S6 Hurricane Universe SPM Edition, guys. This one is popular in the, Takara Tomy one, but not majorly in the Hasbro one, but still you must have it. Moving on to our next, Cyclone Bellfire B7 actually. And with that, we are already move on to our next, Cyclone Rocktavor R7. So there are two QR codes you are seeing right now here. So these are just the recolors of the Cyclone Rocktavor. So you must scan both of these QR codes to get both these colors. Moving on next, here comes Cyclops C45 Fugel S Edition, guys. Really amazing Beyblade. I like the color combination of it. And with that, there comes Dark X Nepturius NHZ Defense S Edition. Oh man, what a long name. Okay, still we are going to get this one. Moving on to our next, here comes Demise Tivolos T6 1BD Merged SP Edition. Moving on to our next, Again here comes Demise Dulhan D6 1AD Merger SP edition guys in front of you. Moving on to our next, once again here comes Demise Satom S6 Down Destroyer SPM edition. I like this one, man. Not the color combination, but still this bay is really competitive. Moving on to our next, Destruction Wellfire B7 Rare edition, the white edition. You are seeing the QR code right now on your screen. You must scan it guys, and also don't forget to subscribe to our channel. This comes the anime color of Destruction Wellfire B7 in front of you, and with this attack finish we are going to get this pay in our Beyblade Burst app. Moving on to the next, here comes Destruction Ifritor I7 Nexus Q Assault Q Kick S or whatever 6 edition. Whoa man, what a long name. Moving on to our next, this one is also really cool Beyblade, just little small, you must have it. Just with this underground sword strike we get this pay. Moving on to our next, here comes Doomsizer Oval SL Blue edition. With this strong strike from the outside of the ring we get this Doomsizer. Here comes the secondary color of the Doomsizer. Well, this one is a purple recolor. And here comes the first Doomsizer D2 of this video, Zaggy Green edition this one is. And with that, moving on to our next, Doomsizer D2 Force Jaggy Maroon color. You know maroon color, that one is the red color actually. So you can have it here in front of you. Moving on to our next one is also Doomsizer, but this time it is Jaggy purple color. Moving on to our next, here come Doomsizer D2 Limited Orbit Grey edition guys. This is the most rare one among these Doomsizers, so you must have it. Moving on to our next, this one I like the most, the Limited Orbital Spiral, or what you can say, Silver edition. Here comes Doomsizer D3 Z Vortex Hunter Blue edition. Just look at those flames, man, and this direct hit, super powerful. Moving on to our next, normal edition of Doomsizer, or what you can say, anime or accurate edition of Doomsizer D3. Here comes the next one, Doomsizer D3 8 Glaive Nothing Black edition in front of you. With this simple strike we are going to get this bay. And here comes Dracil F, our first burst remake of Plastic Giant Dracil F Limited Friction H. Moving on to our next one, this one is the black edition of Dracil Shield Central Press edition. Here you are seeing or witnessing the OG base, man. Here comes the next one guys, Dracil Shield Central Press Green edition once again in front of you. Moving on to our next one, this one is the Dracil Shield Central Press Green, but this time it's with yellow edges, so you must scan it. Okay, moving on to our next, Dragon Fighter Gravity Variable edition. Dragon, everyone know, very first Dragon ever released is in the Plastic Giant. These are the remakes of those beautiful Beyblades of Plastic Giant, man. So whoever Plastic Giant fan here must scan it. This one is the Dragon Storm Bing Extreme Blue edition. Well, this one is the premium color as you are seeing it here. Moving on to our next, here comes the Dronzer fans. For the Dronzer fans, here comes Dronzer Flame Yell Zeta version. Moving on to our next one, this one is also Dronzer Flame Yell Zeta, but this time it's Ice Blue version. You must also scan this one guys. Moving on to our next, once again here comes Dracil Spiral Spread Linear edition guys. And with this strong attack we get this pay also in our Beyblade Burst app. Moving on to our next, this one is the red recolor Dronzer Spiral Spread Linear Red edition. Here comes Spread Unite edition of Dronzer Spiral. You guys know it, just a simple Dronzer custom made finish. Moving on to our next, here comes Dread Phoenix P410 Friction S edition. This one is the black and red color one. You guys also know this one. Moving on to our next, once again here comes the gold color of Dragoon Fighter in front of you guys. Strong attack, and we are going to get this pay in our Beyblade Burst app. Here comes our very first trigger guys. This is trigger / heavy fusion, and with this special move we get this pay. Moving on to our next, here comes Dullahan D47 Tower 6 edition, blue in color in front of you. You are watching it right now in this video. You are witnessing the history right now, guys. Dullahan D5 11 linear edge, just the upgrade of Dullahan D4. Okay, with this strong attack, you will get this pay also. Moving on to our next one, guys. Here comes Dust Prison S5 Infinity Keep Edge Edition. Well, this one is the least looking, but we can say least good looking bay in all time, I can say that. Here comes Trigger Slash Heavy Fusional Light Blue in color. In front of you, we already got one trigger, but here comes the second, guys. Moving on to our next, this one is the Orange Dread Phoenix. In front of you, you can also have it. You know what to do, just scan that QR code given in the left corner of this video. And this is the Devastated Evo Bellfire B7. You will also get it, but only after the update, and it will come if you are watching this video in the future. Well, here comes the update. You can also scan it here. Well, this is the first E1 E Alphabet Eclipse Genesis G5. Here comes the second one. You can also scan it here. 50% strong attack, and we get this pay. Moving on to the third E Alphabet Beyblade. Well, Elite Valkyrie V3. In front of you, weak 50% attack, but still we get this pay in our Beyblade Bursty App. And here comes Engard E4 Outer Quest H Edition. Okay, whoa, just you see those sharks, man. Here comes Engard E5 7 Banshee H Edition, guys. Let's see how tough this attack is. Oh, again, man, it looks like a stingfish, something like that. Here comes Erase Valkesh V5 Down Rise H Edition. 50% strong attack. With this attack finish, we get this pay. Here comes the next one, guys. Erase Divolos D5 Vanguard Bullet H Edition. Direct hit, and we get this pay. Moving on to our next, Eviporo Bing Needle. Well, this one is very unique. I saw it first time, but you can have this pay in your Beyblade Bursty App. Just you need to scan this QR code. Moving on to our next, here comes Eviporo E2 Heavy H Edition. And too early, no worries, still we are going to get this pay. If you want it, I am saying you again and again and again, you just need to scan that QR code given in the left corner of this video, and the QR code is changing for each and every Beyblade, so make sure you keep a watch on that. Moving on to our next, here comes Evo Helios Blaze Bringer. Really amazing Beyblade, limit strike Beyblades, but we can save out that. Here comes the next one, Evo Hyperion Flamebringer H66 Exceed X SP Edition. This one is the third limit break Beyblade, Evo Lucius Endbringer L6 Vertical Drift SP Edition, guys, in front of you. Moving on to our next, here comes the very first bay of F Alphabet Edition. Well, this one is Fafnir F3, and here we go, we get this pay. Moving on to our next one, guys. Here comes the Fafnir F3 Yellow Blue Edition. Once again in front of you. You must have this bay in your Beyblade Burst catalog. Well, actually the color combination of these bays is really beautiful. Just look at this one, man. Just look at this one. This is the premium blue color of Fafnir F3. So you must keep this one at least. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Fafnir F3 brown color edition in front of you, guys. Well, actually this doesn't look like a brown. This one more look me like a yellow color, but still, here comes the gold edition, guys. Fafnir F3 gold edition with nothing, and this burst finish will give us a beautiful Fafnir. Again, here comes the white color edition of Fafnir F3 in front of you, guys. Direct hit. And moving on to our next, very quick, this one is the Ripfire version, I think. Okay, Rip Controller Kit version. With this attack finish, we get this bay. Moving on to our next one, here comes Fafnir F4 Black Edition, guys. In front of you, with this attack finish, we are going to get this bay also. Moving on to our next, once again, guys, here comes Fafnir F4 Orange Edition in front of you. Okay, strong attacks, brutal attacks, whatever you want to say. Here comes Fang Dragoon F7 Jaggy S Edition. Really beautiful Beyblade, guys. You must keep this one at least. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Fangriff F2 Booster Jaggy Edition. Okay, just see that thunderbolt. It's like Pikachu hit a thunderbolt. Moving on to our next, here comes Fangriff F2 Force Quake Edition. Again a thunderbolt and again a burst finish. Again moving on to our next one. This one is a Flame X Diomedes D4 8 Defense S Edition. Red in color, really beautiful. Moving on to our next one. This one is a Flare Cobra C5 2 Planetary H Edition. Okay, just look at this special move, guys. Direct hit and we get this bay. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Force Bulwark 12 Flugel S Edition. This one is the Shining Bulwark color. Really amazing Beyblade. And moving on to our next. Here comes Fornius F40 Yard S Edition, guys. This one is the third most popular Beyblade of Beyblade Burst Turbo generation, so you must keep it. Okay, moving on to our next. This one is a Recolor edition, or we can say Fornius F4 actually. So you must also have this one, guys. This one is the upgrade of Fornius. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Fornius F4 Rip Fire Pack version, guys. This you can control with that Rip Fire Pack version, I think with some controller or something like that. Maybe with your mobile. Moving on to our next. Here comes Fornius F5 Drake Orbital H Edition. This one, man, you must keep this one at least. This is the evolution of Fornius. Here comes our very first QR code of G Alphabet generation. Well, here comes Gallon G2 Quarter Fusion Edition. Moving on to our next one. This one is the gold recolor of the Gallon G2 Quarter Fusion Edition. Okay, 50% strong attack and this boom of the rogues. We get this bay. Moving on to our next. Again, here comes Galenon, whatever the name, G2 Quarter Fusion, but this time it's the orange edition, guys. Again a strong attack finish. Moving on to our next. This one is the Galenon G6 5 Merger SP Edition. Same special move but a new Beyblade. Moving on to our next. Here comes Galaxy Zeutron Z4 4 Linear S Edition, guys. In front of you, you are watching. And again here comes the evolution of the Galaxy Zeutron Z4. Well, this one is the Z5 and red and white, really beautiful color combination of the layer. Moving on to our next. This one is the Gargoyle G4 8 Massive S Edition. Just look at those color combinations, man. Really, whoever loves the green color, this is for him. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Gargoyle G5 10 Keep S Edition, guys. Once again in front of you, direct hit and we get this pay. Moving on to our next one. Once again, guys, Garuda Z3 6-star Defense Edition, guys. In front of you, that just you saw in the middle of the stadium is the Garuda, man. Moving on to our next. This one is the Black Garuda. Let's see about that special move and we get this bay. This one is the real color of the Garuda G3. In front of you, yellow edition, and with this special move of the Garuda, we get this pay. Moving on to our next. This one is the Genesis Valtryek V3 4 Glaive Fugel Edition. 50% strong attack, guys, and we get this pay in our Beyblade Burst App, guys. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Genesis Valtryek V3 6 Vortex Reboot Blue Edition. Well, moving on to our next. This one is the Genesis Valtryek V3 Reboot Blue and Gold Edition this time. And with that, let's move on to our next one. We already got this one. Moving on to our next. This one is the Grey Core. Actually, this is also a Valtryek V3, but this time it has the Grey Core in the middle. And here comes, this one is the orange in color, but looks to me like a little golden, but still, whatever the written on the label, I just put it here. And this one is the digital control kit version of Genesis Valtryek V3, guys. In front of you, get this pay right now. Moving on to our next. This one is the Gilded Welder of B7, guys. And this one is really beautiful. You must have this one also. Here comes the next one, Gilded Nemesis N7. Whatever you are seeing on your screen is the Quad Drive Beyblade. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Glide Dullahan D6 Ring Reviving SPM Edition, just a Dullahan Beyblade. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Gilded Roktavor, Gilded Ragnarok, whatever you want to say about this Beyblade. This one just I don't like it, but still it's good. Moving on to our next, this one is the Glimpse Dragon D5, the second form of the Dragon Beyblade. Ace Dragon actually, really beautiful one. Moving on to our next one, this one is the Glimpse Pegasus. Did you heard it right? Yes, this is Glimpse Pegasus P5 man. Moving on to our next one, this one is the Glimpse Valtryek V5 1-Orbital H edition in front of you. Moving on to our next one, here comes Golden Judgment Dragon D5 man. Really beautiful Beyblade, you are watching it right now on your screen guys. Let's see the other edition of this Beyblade. This one is the blue edition of the Golden Judgment Dragon D5. As you are seeing it here, the fire burning roar and just that beautiful special move, I can't forget it. Here comes the Gold X Betromoth B4 edition guys. Betromoth is the basic Beyblade, but this special move is not. Moving on to the next, this one is the Guard Reseal S1 Atomic S edition, red in color, and this one is the last Beyblade of G generation, Guilty Luinor L7 QR code. You are watching it right now in front of you. Moving on to our very first QR code of H alphabet. Well, here comes the QR code of Hades H3 11 turn Zephyr, and with that let's move on to a second one guys. This one is the Harmony Pegasus 10 Expand Revolve Sen edition. You are watching it front now. Okay, moving on to our next one guys. This one is the Harmony Pegasus P510 Low H Green edition. I also like this color man. Moving on to our next one guys. Let's see which one is it. This is Hazard Kerbeus K4 7 Atomic S edition. Really amazing defense type Beyblade. And here comes the Hercules. Yes, it is Hercules H4 5 Yard S edition. Just a strong bow and boom boom. Moving on to the next one. This one is also Hercules, but this one is the original color. Hercules H6 13 External S edition. Moving on to the next one guys. This one is the limited edition version of Hercules H4. This one is the Hercules H4 Sting Prevail S edition. With that, let's move on to the next one. This one is the Holo Doom Sizer D6 12 Exceed XP edition. This one is getting rare day by day man. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Horosur Spread H edition. You are watching it right now in front of you guys. Just if you need to get this page, just scan the QR code and you will get this beautiful Beyblade in your Beyblade Bursty App. Well, here comes the purple version of the Horosur. Well, let's see the special move once again. Okay, that's a sonorous sound and we get this Beyblade in our Beyblade Bursty App. Moving on to our next, here comes the Horosur H2 Quarter Linear Edition. Well, I think it is only released in the, just in the Hasbro version. Moving on to the next one once again guys. This one is the original color combination of the Horosur H2. You are seeing it in front of you. Moving on to our next one. This one is the golden recolor or brown recolor, whatever you want to say it, of the Horosur H2 Upper Claw edition. And this one is the red color guys in front of you. Man, you must have seen that tip somewhere else. Okay, moving on to our next one guys. This one is Hyrus H2 Yell Needle edition guys. I don't like this way, I'm simply saying, but still I like the special move of it. Moving on to our very first Beyblade of I alphabet generation. Here comes Ifritor I2 Infinity Zephyr edition guys in front of you. Moving on to our next one. This comes Ifritor I2 Magnum Linear edition guys. This one is red in color, just I can say more red in color than the previous one, but still you must keep it. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Inferno Salamander S5 edition guys. Red in color, red or we can say pink in color. I think this one is the left spin buns, that's why it is little different. I had put it here. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Inferno X Kerbeus K42 Tower S edition. Well, this one is the most unique Kerbeus I am seeing right now. Moving on to our next one guys. This one is the Infinity Achilles A6 1BD Dimensional Edition. Really amazing Beyblade man. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Iron X Surtur S4 Fusion S edition guys. In your front of you, you are watching this pay. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Istros 12 Upper Survive edition. Whoa, just look at this special move man. Hercules throws the bow just in right direction, but this hits alternately little. Well, this one is the first J alphabet Beyblade. Well, this one is the Jet Wyvern. Moving on to next, this one is the Genus J3 S Glaive Guard edition, guys. I like this way also. Just a very beautiful combo, guys. Just look at this one. This one is the guard green color, actually the premium green color I can say about it. Moving on to our next one, this one is Genus G3 Zeta, but this time it's brown or goldish in color, something like that. And with this special move power, we get this bay. Moving on to our next one, this one comes Germantor J2 Infinity Cycle Blue Edition, guys. Really beautiful. Here comes the recolor of it. Recolor is like a diamond color, man. The name of this bay is also written in diamonds. Moving on to our next one, guys. This one is a Zormentor J6 Python Needle SP edition. This one is the J6 edition, so it must be evolution of the Zormentor. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Judgment Joker 8 Glaive edition. Moving on to our very next one of it. This one is also Judgment Joker, but this one little different from the last one. So moving on to our very first Beyblade of K alphabet. Well, this one is the Katana Muramasa M7. Really beautiful Beyblade. I like the gimmick of it mostly. Moving on to our next one. This one is the very basic Curvius Central Defense. The single layer Beyblade. You are watching it right now in front of you. This one is the second Curvius. Little different from the first color one. This one is little lighter, so you must have it also. Moving on to our next. This one is the Curvius K2. Okay, just little too early, but still the attacks are same always and always. Moving on to our next one, guys. This one is the Press Green edition. Light green edition I can say about it. Little lightish in color, just I can say that. Well, here comes the orange color of it. Press orange color in front of you of the Curvius generation. In the meantime, make sure you like this video, guys, and also subscribe to the channel. That is very important and helpful for us, as you are watching us right now, that we did some good hard work here, man, to get you all these bays. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Rip Fire Pack version of the Curvius K2. Really amazing Beyblade. You can control it with the app or something like that. Okay, Curvius K4 Heavy Survive S edition in front of you. Once again we get this bay. Here comes Khalzar K37 under Hunter edition, premium blue and purple edition, guys. Just look at that laser printing, man. Moving on to the next one. This one is the original color version of Khalzar K3. I don't like it personally. I like that premium color one. Moving on to the next one, guys. This one is the gray and gold color. This is the most likable Beyblade, man. But still, if you want the QR code, you know what to do. Just you need to scan the QR code given in the left corner of this video. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Colossal Fafnir F6. You are watching it right now. Let's move on to the next one. This one is the Colossal Helios H6. You know, from the Super King generation, you will get this pay. Here comes the next one, guys. This one is a Colossal Helios also, but this is in white in color. So here comes the attack and boom. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Colossal Luinor L6, guys. Yellow, blue, red layer. Really beautiful. What I can say about it. Moving on to the next one. This is the Kraken K411 Prevail S edition, guys, in front of you. Just little early attack, and with the burst finish we get this pay. Moving on to the next one, guys. This one is the Lava X Anubius A4 5 Fusion S edition. Kaboom! We get this pay. Moving on to the next one, guys. This one is the Left Astro A4 10 Needle S edition. You are watching it right now in front of you. With this attack finish, we are going to get this bay. This here comes the Left Astro A5 Blitz Spiral H edition, upgrade of the Astro A4. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Legends Prison S3 4 Cross Guard, guys, in front of you. You are watching it right now. And here comes the real color of the Legends Prison. Yes, you are watching it right now, guys. Special move of the Legends Prison, and we get this pay. Moving on to the next one. This one is the premium version of Legends Prison. You must have this one also. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Leopard L4 12 Lift Destroy S edition, guys. Original recolor of this beautiful Beyblade. Really amazing Beyblade. Let's see which one is the next. Okay, I think that one is the recolor of this one. Obviously, the red recolor. Leopard L4 Drake SL edition S. And some parts are also different from the original one. But still, the layer is super beautiful, man. Here comes Lord Hydrax H5. Really beautiful Beyblade, 50% strong attack, kaboom boom boom, and we get this pay. Moving on to our next one, guys. This one is the Lord's Prison S5 Blitz Dimensional S edition, and here comes the pro version of the Lord's Prison. As you know, the pro versions are more like Takara Tomy ones. Moving on to our next one, guys. This one is also red in color, but the combination, what we can say, part combination of this bay is different. Moving on to the next one, guys. Next one we have Luinor L2 9 Spiral Edition, and here comes the original recolor of this beautiful Beyblade. Luinor L2 9 Spiral, 50% strong attack. Still we are going to get this pay. And here comes Luinor L3, guys. Black color edition. You guys know it. I like the black color of this really so much, man. Luinor L3 gold color in front of you, guys. You must keep this bay in your Beyblade Burst app. Moving on to our next one, Luinor L4 10 Hunter S edition, guys. Most least likable Beyblade, I must say about it. Really least likable Beyblade. And here comes the original color of Luinor L3. At least you should keep this one in your Beyblade Burst catalog. Here comes Luinor L4, the original recolor version. Luinor L4 13 Zolt S edition in front of you, guys. Here comes very first Beyblade of M Alphabet generation, Magma Ifritor I7, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade, and this Beyblade only released in the Hasbro base, so you must have this one at least. Moving on to our next one, Magma Roctobor R7. This one is also released in Hasbro form only. This one, here comes Master Divolos 12 turn Zeta right and left edition. Whichever you want to use it, you can simply use it from here. Moving on to our next one, guys. Master Divolos D5 Generate S edition. Well, this one is little different from the original color one. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Master Curvius K5 Vanguard Extender H edition. Direct hit, and we get this pay. And here comes Mini Boros Oval Quake edition. Very first recolor of Mini Boros or Bay, whatever you want to say about it. This one is the second recolor of the Mini Boros. Mini Boros Oval Quake Green edition in front of you, guys. And let's move on to our next one. Next one is the Mini Boros M2 Knuckle Zaggy edition. Here comes Mini Boros M6 Racket Lift Fusional SP edition, guys. The last Beyblade of Mini Boros. Moving on to our next one, Mirage Divolos D6 Wheel Destroyer edition, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade and strong attack finish, and we get this pay. Moving on to our next one. This one is the second last generation Beyblade of Mirage Fafnir. Well, the name of it is Mirage Fafnir, so you must keep it. Moving on to our next one, Mirage Helios H6 Wheel Nothing something like that edition. Yes, color of this is really bright, man. Moving on to our next one, Mirage Luinor L6 Heavy Exceed edition. Really amazing, 50% weak attack, but still we are going to get this way. I am doing this very quick so that you don't have to say it all day, man. Moving on to our next one, here comes the Monster Divolos D5, and here comes the next one, Monster Ogre 05 Outer Octave H edition. Direct hit. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Morigma F42 Loop S edition, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade, and that sunburn will burn the Beyblade. Here comes the next one, Morigma M4 Hurricane Friction S edition, guys, in front of you. Again the sunburn, and kaboom, we get this bay. Moving on to the next one, again comes Morigma M5. This is the evolution of Morigma M4, but still the special move is the same. Moving on to the next one, guys, Morigma M5 once again, 11 Banshee H edition. The layer is also different and the attack is also different of this pay. Moving on to the next one, guys, Myth Odex 05 1 Destroyer H edition. Direct hit, and we get this pay. Moving on to our next one, Myth Evo Dragon D5 Outer Power H Edition Kaboom, and we get this bay also. And here comes our N generation, guys. N generation of Beyblades, Nepturius Armed Zephyr Edition. Here comes the secondary color of it, Nepturius Armed Zephyr Yellow Edition in front of you. Just a little swirl and we get this way. Moving on to our next one is the Nepturius N2 Vertical Zephyr Edition. Okay, again a little swirl and we get this way. This is same about all, man. This one is the premium recolor of the Nepturius N2 in front of you. Just you are watching it right now, and here comes twin nemesis. The Hasbro name of it is Nepturius N3 to Zaggy. So this one is also a very beautiful Beyblade. Moving on to our next one is the very first Beyblade of O alphabet. Well, this one is the Odax Central Blow Edition. Really beautiful bay. Here comes the secondary color of the Odax in front of you. You are watching it. 50% strong attack, and we are going to get this bay. Moving on to the next one is the Odax O2 Triple Extreme Blue Edition, guys. You are watching it right now in front of you. Okay, moving on to the next one. Again comes Odax O2 Triple Extreme Grey Edition, but this one is white in color, white or grey, something like that. And here comes Odax O2 Triple Extreme once again, but this is in purple color. Moving on to the next one, guys. Here comes Odax O2 Vertical Claw Edition, guys, in front of you. Really beautiful Beyblade. The tip of it is from the Horosuit one. And here comes the final Odax O6 Convert Survival SP Edition. Strong attack, and we get this bay. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Ogre O4 Bun Jaggy S Edition in front of you, guys. Once again, 50% strong Meteor Shower attack. Let's move on to the next one. Again, let's see the evolution of this Ogre. The name of it is Ogre O5 Power H Edition. Again a Meteor Shower, and we get this way. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Ov Engard Sting P Quest Edition. Okay, this one is the Shark Tank. Boom boom. We get this way. And moving on to the next one. Here comes Orichalcum O3 Outer Octa Edition in front of you, guys. The name of this Beyblade is really tough to pronounce, but still you can have it just with little practice. Next one is the Origin Achilles A6 Convert Exceed SPM in front of you, guys. Moving on to our next one is the Orpheus O2 Armed Defense Edition, yellow in color. Really beautiful Beyblade. That sonorous sound will beat all the bass. Moving on to our next one. This one is the very first P alphabet Beyblade. Name of it is Perfect Phoenix. Yes, you heard it right. Moving on to our next one, guys. Perfect Phoenix P4 Yard S Edition, but this time is in pink in color. Okay, with this burst finish, we get this pay. Here comes the black edition, guys. Black and orange edition of the Perfect Phoenix P4. Okay, here comes Phoenix, and boom, we get this pay. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Fantasus P2 Polish Edge Edition. Just look at this attack move, guys. Really amazing. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Phantom Trigger S2 Zeta Edition in front of you, guys. 50% strong attack. Still, it's gonna burst the Beyblade. Moving on to the next one. Again, the original color of Phoenix P410 Frictional S Edition. Here comes the Frictional Phoenix special move. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Poison Cobra 7 Ball Keep Gen Edition in front of you. You are watching it right now. Direct hit, and we get this bay in our Beyblade Burst app. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Poison Cyclops C6 Knuckle Guardian H Edition, guys, in front of you. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Poison X Hyrex HX Survive S Edition. Man, just to pronounce these names, I'm feeling like I'm coding or something like that. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Prime Apocalypse Ultimate Reboot Dash. So if you are watching the video till now, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to the channel, guys. Next, here comes Prime Apocalypse A50 Ultimate Reboot S Edition. Again in front of you, direct hit, and we get this pay. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Prominence Phoenix P7. This will work in the future. So if you are watching this video in the future, you must have this way. I have already given the QR code. This one is the first Q alphabet Beyblade, guys. This one is the Quatrico Q2. Well, first one is the recolor version. Well, this one is the original color version, guys. Quatrico Q2 Zerk Press Green Edition. And here comes the third one. Third one is the Quatrico Q2 Ring Edge Edition. Quadzike, something like that. The name I don't know, guys. Moving on to the next one. Next one is the Raid Luinor L6 3A0 Destroyer SPM Edition, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade, guys. Moving on to the next one is the second R alphabet Beyblade Regulus R3 5-star Tower Beyblade. Really amazing. I like those leopard fangs in front of you. The secondary color of this beautiful Regulus Beyblade, guys. Direct it and we get this way. Red one is my favorite from once and for all. And let's use the special move and get this beautiful recolor in our Beyblade Bursty App, guys. And this one is the last Regulus R6 Swing Survival SP Edition / of those lions, and we get this pay. Here comes Right Artemis A4 is 6 Zaggy S Edition in front of you, guys. Moving on to the next one. Next one is the Right Artemis A5 Python Jagged H Edition. Is the evolution of that Artemis A4. You guys know it. Direct it and we get this way, guys. Here comes Roar Balkesh B7 Giga QHQ Movement 10 Edition. Really amazing quad-drive Beyblade. Super strong Beyblade. Rogue Dragon D5 Sting Charge and H Edition. Third evolution of that Ace Dragon. Here comes Roctavor Central SL in front of you, guys. Okay, too early. 50% strong attack. Still we get this pay. Roctavor Heavy Survive Edition in front of you, guys. Okay, too early. 50% strong attack and we get this bay. Moving on to the next one. Roctavor R2 Down Spiral Edition. One boom blue edition, guys, this time. And here comes Roctavor R2 once again in front of you. This one is little bluish and reddish, something like that. Here comes the orange edition of the Roctavor R2 Gravity Revolve Orange Edition. And direct it, we get this pay in the Beyblade Bursty App. Here comes silver recolor or grey recolor of Roctavor R2 in front of you. And moving on to our next one. This one is our yellow recolor of the Roctavor R2. Really amazing Beyblade, guys, with this burst finish. And here comes the Ripfire Pack version of the Roctavor R2. Well, the color of this layer is little different from the Roctavor stock color. Well, here comes Roctavor R3 Gold Edition, guys. Premium Gold Edition. Direct it and we get this pay. Here comes yellow edition of the Roctavor R3 in front of you, guys. Too early. Still with this burst finish we get this pay, guys. And here comes the purple version of the Roctavor R3 Premium Purple version. With this burst finish we get this pay, obviously. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Roctavor R3 7 Cross Atomic Edition, something like that. Moving on to the next one is the Roctavor R4, guys, 11 Badge S Edition. Well, this tip is from the Traptune, if I am remembering it right. Well, Traptune used this tip very first time, and with this directed we get this way. Roctavor R5 Heavy Charge 2H Edition, guys. This layer is beautiful, but the tip is the worst one on it. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Royal Genesis G6 Swipe Hydride Hybrid H Edition. And directed we get this pay in our Beyblade Bursty App, guys. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Rudra R412 Fusion H Just 3. Oh man, I just forgot the commentary. Just you saw that special move, Rudra R57 Linear H. Just see those bows, man. Direct 10 out of 10 bull's eye, boom. And here comes the next one. Very first S alphabet Beyblade. This one is the Salamander S4. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Salvage Valtryek Rashad V7 version, guys, in front of you. 50% strong attack and we get this way. Well, this one is the blue recolor of the Salvage Valtryek V7, the anime color of the Salvage Valtryek V7 in front of you guys. Moving on to the next one. Next one we have here is the Satomb S3 whatever 2 glaive loop edition. Direct it and we get this Beyblade. Moving on to the next one. This one is also Satomb, but this one is black and gold in color. Okay, that monster hand came, grabbed the Beyblade and kaboom. Let's look at that special move once again guys. Red, premium red color of Satomb S3. Boom. That's really amazing, man. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Shield Kirby's K5 Beyblade Infinity Linear H Edition. Here comes the dog heads and we get this in our Beyblade Bursty App guys. Once again, this is the recolor version of the Shield Kirby's K5 in front of you. You are watching it right now. Direct it and kaboom. Moving on to our next one guys. Silver X Germantor J4 Edition. Silver in color. Kaboom. We get this in our Beyblade Bursty App guys. Moving on to our next one. Next one we have here is Solar Sphinx S56 Jagged 4 Edition guys. Really beautiful Beyblade. Here comes Soul Belkesh Paradox P External Eternal 10 Edition, something like that. Too early, still the attack is going to be brutal. And here comes the next one, Spear Dullahan D6 Boost Fusional SP Edition guys. Really beautiful recolor edition of this Beyblade. Blue in color actually, and kaboom. Moving on to the next one. Next one we have Spear Hyperion H6 Upper Nothingness SP Edition guys. Direct it and here comes our Beyblade. Moving on to the next one. This one is the most unique Valtryek you will see in the Hasbro generation. This one is the Spear Valtryek B6. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Sphinx S4. Sphinx S5 I think we just saw, but here comes the Sphinx S4. Okay, here comes the secondary color of the Sphinx S4. This one little greenish and brownish, something like that. Direct it and we get this Bey. Here comes Spiral Trap Tune T4. This tip I was talking about, used in the R4 also, Octavor R4. Direct it and we get this Bey also. Moving on to the next one. This one is the white recolor version of the Spiral Trap Tune T4 13 Survival S. Direct it and we get this Bey. And here comes our Spryzons. Very first, Spryzon Heavy Defense. And here comes the second one. Second one is the Spryzon Requiem, but this one is real beauty, man. Really beautiful ruby blue color, I can give it that. Here comes the white version of that Spryzon Requiem. Here comes Spiral Move and here we go. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Zeta Spryzon Requiem. I don't know the recolor of that, but I think this one is the original color one. Moving on to the next one. This one is the S2, but this one is silver in color guys. As you are seeing it in front of you, direct it and we get this Bey. Here comes Rip Fire Pack version of the Spryzon S2 version guys. Really beautiful Beyblade. Direct it and also get this Beyblade. Here comes very first yellow and green color, actually the green color of the Spryzon S2. Direct it and now let's scan the second QR code. Second we have is the yellow sides of that Spryzon. So you just make sure that you scan both these QR code guys. Moving on to the next one. This one is simple Spryzon, a single layer Beyblade, but it has yellow sides. That's the difference of it. Moving on to the next one guys. This one is the Spryzon S2 Knuckle Unite Edition. And here comes our Stone Lin one L6 and that long name. Damn, direct it. Stone Linver added in the catalog. Moving on to the next one. Stone Nemesis N6 Cloax Needle X, something like that. Very big name. And with this special move hit, added in the catalog. Moving on to the next one. Stone X Quetzalcoatl Q47 SLS Edition. Quetzalcoatl, really beautiful Beyblade. Here comes Strike Valtryek V3 6 Botax Reboot Edition guys. Okay, I just use it totally very early. Here comes Super Hyperion H6 1AD Exceed SPM Edition guys. We already have lots of Super Hyperion, something like that. Here comes our original recolor of the Super Hyperion H6S 7 Exceed SP Red Edition. And with that, here comes Super Satomb S6. Well, the layer looks like Hyperion only, but the name of this Beyblade is Super Setom. Here comes our next one. This one is Surtur S2 Spread Quake Edition. In front of you, directed just those meteor showers. And here we go. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Sword Achilles A5 Boost Dimensional Edge Edition, directed and added in the catalog. Moving on to our next one. This one is a Sword Dragon D5 Shred Valor Edge Edition, red in color. I don't like the tip, but I like the layer. Sword Valtryek String P Extreme Dash Metsu or Retsu, something like that edition. Here comes our next one. Sword Valtryek V5 Blitz Press Power Edge Edition. Too late, 25% strong attack. Very amazing Beyblade, guys. Sword Valtryek V5 Blitz Power Edge Blue Edition. Finally, anime recolor accurate one. Here comes very first alphabet of T. What I mean to say is very first QR code of T alphabet Beyblade, tagged whatever the name was. Thoros X Mini Boros M4 Beyblade in front of you, guys. Too early attack, but the attack was powerful to burst the Beyblade. Moving on to the next one is the Tide Trap Tune T3 in front of you. Bump Edge Edition, guys. Okay, that was a strong, beautiful bow. Here comes our next one. Tornado X Yagrion Y4 for Fusion S Edition. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Trap Tune Heavy Claw Red Edition, guys. And again a bow, and with this burst finish we get this pay. And here comes the yellow edition of that Trap Tune Heavy Claw. Okay, too early attack, again a bow, and we get this beautiful Beyblade. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Triumph Divolos D6, guys, for Universal SPM Edition in front of you. You are watching it right now. Here comes Triumph Dragon D6 Armed Charge Metal SPM Edition. The layer of this Beyblade is really thick, man. And here comes Turbo Achilles A6 Dimensional Blue Edition. This one is actually Achilles color is red, but this one is in blue color. That's why it's written blue. Okay, here comes the original stock anime color version of the Turbo Achilles. Here comes the red one, guys. And moving on to the next one. Next one we have is Turbo Prison SPM Ball Zeta S Edition. Here comes Turbo Valtryek V3 Zenith Evolution SP Edition, something like that. 50% strong attack, still be busted the Beyblade. Moving on to the next one. Next one we have Typhoon T4 for Defense S Edition, 50%. And kaboom, we get this Beyblade. Moving on to the next one. This one is the Typhoon T5 Infinity Yard Edge Edition. Too early, directed, and we get this Beyblade in our Beyblade Bursty App, guys. Moving on to the next one. Next one we have is Tyros T2 Infinity Zephyr Edge Edition. Whoa, man, that head of a snake, really hell thing. Tyros T6 Magnum Dimensioning SPM Edition, really beautiful Tyros Beyblade. And here comes our very first U alphabet Beyblade, Unicest Ring Defense green color. Okay, strong attack. Moving on to the next one. Well, every attack is strong if it bursts the Beyblade. Unicest Ring Defense orange in color. I don't see orangeness in this Beyblade, but still the name is written, that's why I said it. Unicest U2 Down Needle Blue Edition, guys. Really beautiful Beyblade this one is. And here comes our Needle Red Edition in front of you of the Unicest U2, 50% strong attack, and still we are going to get this Beyblade, guys. Here comes our next one, Unicest U2 Upper Jaggy Edition. Okay, 50% weak attack, but still we are going to get this one. Next one we have is Union Achilles Convert P Extreme Metsu or Zetsu, Retsu, whatever the name was, Edition. Union Achilles A5, the normal edition, Hasbro stock parts and colors. Here we go, we get this pay. Moving on to our next one, Union Achilles A5 red color Beyblade, really beautiful one. The strike is really humongous. Moving on to the next one. This one is the green color of the Union Valtryek B5 directed. And here comes our Banish Cobra C7, the very first Beyblade of B Alphabet Banish Cobra C7. You are watching it right now in front of you guys. Here comes our second Beyblade. Most hyped Beyblade of this Beyblade Burst app is this Vanish Fafnir F7 in front of you. Here comes Banish Valtryek, actually Valtryek in front of you guys. Valtryek Spread Survive and something like that. Wings and wings, yellow wings. This time the second Valtryek we have here in front of you guys. This one has the yellow wings, and now here comes the black wings. Actually the whole Beyblade is black. Okay, 2 early attack, 50% strong attack. Moving on to our next one. This one is the Valtryek V2 Boost Variable Blue Edition in front of you. 2 early attack, still we get this Beyblade. And here comes the ruby red color of Valtryek V2 guys. 50% strong destructive attack. Here comes the red color of the Valtryek V2, and with this we get 3 more tips in front of you. Direct hit, and here we get this pay. Moving on to our next one. Here comes the silver color of Valtryek V2. The Russian accent, I just used it there. Moving on to the next one. Next one we have is the silver wing edition of Valtryek V2. Well, if you are watching this video till now, man, you are a legend. And if you are a legend, make sure you keep on liking our video and let us know in the comment section below that you watched our video till now, even after 1 hour. Man, you are truly a legend in front of my eyes. So make sure you at least like and comment down below, so at least I know that yes, guy exists who watched my video for 1 hour or our video, whatever you want to say about it. Here comes Venus Divolos D5 Vanguard Bullet LH edition, really beautiful Beyblade. And Vex Dragon D5 1 AD Needling SP edition, red in color. I don't like this color. Well, this one is the original color of that Vex Lucius L6, the Hasbro name of the something like that Lucifer. Okay, here we go. Viper Hydrax H5 Python Cell H edition, 50% strong kaboom boom boom attack, and with these fireworks we get this way. Well, here comes our very first Beyblade of W alphabet. Name of it is Wizard Fafnir F5. And the next one we have Wizard Fafnir Ratchet P Rise Gen edition guys in front of you. Direct hit, and we get this bay also. Here comes next one guys, Wizard Louis Norel 5 Upper Linear H edition, direct hit. Here comes our next one, Winning Valtryek V412 Volcanic S edition. This one is also the same, but it has different color as you are seeing it on the screen. This one is in dark blue. Moving on to our next one. Next one we have here is in gold color. Name of it is Wonder Valtryek V4. And here comes the next one, World Evo Helios H6 Outer Charge Metal SPM edition guys. Green and purplish in color, something like that. Here comes our next one. Next one we have World's Prison S6 Limited Unite edition. And again a trigger, the black trigger, Wrath trigger F2 Fusion S edition. 50% strong attack, and we get this bay. So our next Beyblade is Wrath Fafnir F7 guys. The black color of that beautiful Banish Fafnir in front of you. Moving on to our next one is the Wyvern Armed Massive edition. Well, this Beyblade is really small, not that much massive. Still the tip is called as massive, I think. Wyvern W2, again vertical massive. Massive is the name of the tip, as I'm saying it once again. And here comes our jaggy orange color of that Wyvern W2. You can also have it. Okay, this sonorous sound can burst any Beyblade, man. Okay, here comes the purple recolor of the Wyvern W2. You are seeing it right now in front of you guys. If you are watching this video till now, make sure you like this video and also subscribe to our channel guys for watching these beautiful and amazing unbelievable contents on our YouTube channel. So for that, make sure you subscribe to our channel and keep on clicking that bell notification icon so that whenever I upload a new video, you will get the notification very first. Well, this one is the Ripfire version. Here comes Y1W3 Glaive Trans Edition. The color of this is also a recolor, not the original one. Well, here comes the black in colored Vyvron W3 in front of you guys. This one is the premium one, that's why layering and the effect of it is different. Well, this one is the gold in color, also a premium one. As you are seeing, the attack finish of this one is also a different. Animation of this way is different, I mean to say. Here comes the purple one, guys. This one is the original recolor of Y1W3. Here comes the next one, Y1W6 Yell Needling SP. Boom, here we go. Moving on to the next one, we have Excalius Force Extreme Red Edition, guys. With this extreme finish, we get this beautiful Beyblade in our Beyblade Bursty App. Well, this is the extreme gold edition of this Beyblade, and this one is white Magnum Impact. I had put them in very quick manner so to finish this video within time, but still the time is over, still we are doing it. Well, what we can say, the QR codes are loads and loads. Oh man, hey, this is the silver one. I'm going to pronounce them very quick. This one is the ruby one in front of you, red ruby in color, guys. Okay, here we go. Again, use a special move and kaboom. Moving on to the next one, Excalius X3 Iron. Not the original recolor one, but still it is the recolor, a different color slash strike. Middle Excalius comes from the center of the stadium. Moving on to the next one we have Iron Ruby color, and then here we have Excalius X4. Okay, let's use our Excalius special move one last time. Again, to slash sword from the middle, and here we go. Moving on to the next one, we have Yegrion Ring Wretch Edition, very first Beyblade of Y alphabet. Moving on to the next one, we have Yegrion Y2 Gravity Edge Grey Edition, again a direct hit, and we get this bay. Moving on to the next one, again we have Yegrion Y2 Gravity Survival Green Edition, and now Yellow Green Edition. Well, this one looks more dope to me because just of that shining color. And here we have Z alphabet, very first Beyblade Z Achilles A4 Prevail as Black Edition. Now we have the dark red edition of this Z Achilles. Z Achilles is the original name of this Beyblade, and I like it so much, man. Here comes the original recolor of this Beyblade, guys. Z Achilles A4 11 Extremis Red and Grey Edition. And here comes the Ripfire Pack version. I didn't know the Ripfire Pack version made for this Bay, but people know it, so here comes the QR code for it. Here comes the Zeutron Z2 Infinity Weight Black Edition, guys, 50% stroke attack. And here comes the Onyx Edition. Just you look at it, all black color of this beautiful Zeutron Z2. Here comes Zone Balkesh V5 8-Spiro H Edition. Too late, no worries, still we are going to get this Bay, guys. Here comes our next one, Zone Balkesh B5 Python Destroyer H Edition, guys. Really amazing Beyblade. Again a direct hit, direct into the Beyblade. Moving on to next, Zone Fafnir F5 Gravity Reviver H Edition, and 2 slashes from the middle, we get this Bay. Moving on to our next one, guys. This one is the second last QR code we have in this video, Zone Luinor L5, and this one is the last one, Zoil Luinor Bladespeak Stand Plus Metsu Edition. So this is the last QR code of our video, guys. I hope you like this video, and don't forget to leave a like on this video, that's the most important thing. And let me know in the comment section below which Beyblade you got very first time from this video, and did you like this video? Yes, I know this is very long, but still let me know. Well, here Freestyle Blader over and out.